We have a very special story today here on StoryHouse. A house was built in 1904, and the agents who are selling this house actually once lived there and have some incredible stories to tell. So I'm here with Joni and John Selby of the Selby team to tell us all about it. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So as I said, 1904, my gosh, the house probably has so many memories to start with. To begin with, you both had the opportunity to live in the house.
Yeah, we were the third owners.
Third owners. So what was the house like when you lived in there?
A lot different than it is now because the woman that owns it now has done quite a few upgrades, the things that people would be worried about a house that old. She's done foundation, she's put on solar, new kitchen, bathrooms. She's done electrical plumbing. She's done just about anything you can imagine. But it still looks like an old house. It's still got all of the charm.
And then John, you had an opportunity to live there as well, but do you remember it because you were...
Barely. I have some childhood memories of it. I think I left when I was 4.5 years old is when we moved away from the house. So I have some memories of, playing in the house, getting dragged around on carpets and stuff like that. But, aside of that, most of my memories are adult memories because we've stayed friends with the owner ever since.
So what are some of your favorite pieces of the house now that you have the opportunity to be a part of the selling process?
Well, the really cool thing I think about the house is it was originally built in 1904 by a man who used to adopt what they called back then orphans. He built it, and so he put in the upstairs 3 what look like they're being used now as closets with windows in them. But when they were built, they didn't make closets. They didn't build closets back in 1904. People had armoires, not closets.
That's very true.
Yeah. So you go and you go, 1904 house with closet? No, that doesn't work. They were built, those were crib rooms for the foster kids. So when we bought it, he was 3 years old. I was pregnant with my second child. And I decided, it was on a lot that was twice the size that it is now. And so I decided, well, we can make some money we don't need all this land. Let's divide it off and see, if we can get away with it and do that. And the city turned us down because they said you couldn't make them big enough to make it legal to subdivide them. Well, and I went down there pregnant out to here.
Don't mess with the pregnant
with a pitiful look on my face. And I said, you sure? Can I get somebody else out there to measure? Because I think well, as it turns out, they measured again. It was within 3 inches.
Oh my gosh.
Supposedly, the guy said, and we were allowed to do this. So we subdivided the lot. But now, when the lot being subdivided, there was the original Carriage House that is still with the house. That was on the other lot now, so we had to have that moved. So when they moved that, the word is, I was not at that house. I was at our other house as we were getting ready to move in to the Beaumont house. And I heard from a neighbor that the guy put the Carriage House on a truck and he carried it down Beaumont, was just about to turn the corner to go and put it on a poured slab that we had poured behind the house, and it fell off the truck. And the neighbor said it was because he was drunk. I have no idea if it's true or not.
I can't attest to that, but there's possibilities that happen.
So they placed it in the parking lot in Bird Rock Elementary School across the street. It sat there for a week until he sobered up. I have no idea, but and then they moved it on, and so it is still there to this day.
Wow.
Which is great because it's a perfect little rental for extra income.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's got all the original floors in it and ceilings, and it's adorable.
It looks like a little dollhouse. I mean, it's big enough to live in, but
it's like
it's a little studio with like a loft, and it's very dollhouse-y look with the windows.
There's so much
and
character in this house too.
12-foot tub still in there.
I think that's my favorite is the tub. It just seems like a little sanctuary. And how many bedrooms is the house?
The main house has 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
And 2 bathrooms, and then that is so the Carriage House is another bathroom, and if you want to call it that, but the bathroom and the studio is all one.
So if someone wants to see this house and purchase a piece of history, how can they get a hold of you?
Easy to call us. Should I give my phone
number?
Sure. 619-251-1468, Joni or John Selby.
And the amazing Selby team, mother and son, right?
I love it.
And if you're looking to feature your house right here on StoryHouse, reach out to us. Be sure to contact us at info@storyhousesd.com.